Okay, took me a minute to find my old notes. So what I did is I drilled not the center hole, but that side hole to 7/64. Okay? Now what that'll do, that will give the slide bigger vacuum hole and will react faster, meaning that it'll slide easier. So I don't know who did this carburetor originally. They're pretty doggone close, but could be better. So again, we drilled our vacuum hole, which is that little one, to 7/64 from stock. Okay. Now we're going to put our jet needle okay. You can see the hole, you can see the jet needle. So now we're going to take, now this slide is directional. So this hole will face toward you as if you were putting the carburetor on the bike. Whoops, sorry. I mean, again, I'm not used to talking, I'm just used to doing. The hole will face away from you is what I meant to say. Come on, bugger. There you are. Hi. All right. Now, a lot of people make this mistake when you're putting this back on. Close it with your hand, hold it with your thumb, and you should have vacuum. If you don't, come on, bugger. See if I can purposely mess this up. So you should have vacuum. I don't know if you could hear the difference. Well, now that I messed you up, you don't want to go back home. But you should hear and feel resistance, a small amount. There it is. And the slide, you should feel a small amount of resistance, and the slide will be slow in returning. So we put one shim, jet needle shim, in there for now. We drilled our slide to 7/64. Now this guy that owns this particular bike is not racing, not going to be running, you know, he's not one of us, okay? He is new to the motorcycle industry, so he is one of us in the sense that he's new. He's got a little bit of dirt experience, but he's new to street riding. So if he was going to go full on race mode, he'd be doing this himself, and he would run a carburetor like I do, a Mikuni flat slide. I'm not anti-S&S carburetors, but don't expect to get super performance out of an S&S. And I know somebody somewhere is going, oh, I love my S&S. I'm sure you do. Again, I'm not knocking the thing. I'm just saying that they're designed for two things, idling and WFO. If you want an all-around carburetor that's going to perform, the Keihin, what is this, a 34 millimeter, 35 millimeter? This is the most basic two-cylinder V-twin carburetor you can use. It performs well, and if you're not looking to hot street or race, this is a great carburetor for the Sunday rider or the day, even a daily rider. It's not a bad carburetor. You don't need to kill these. Just put them on. Do a little twist. Okay? So that's done. Now we're going to take the float off. We're going to see what kind of jets he has in it. And we are going to get rid of these stupid, and I mean can't stand these things, float screws. And this is one of the ways I can tell if I've worked on your bike. You have a carbureted bike, and I've worked on it in the last 10 years. This is how I can tell I did the work. One, you're bringing it back to me because you like my work, and that's why you come back. And two, is what I'm about to show you here in a minute. So this is the, again, most basic carburetor. This is your accelerator. That's your accelerator rod. I'll show you here. So this is your accelerator rod right there. So as you apply throttle, pushes down on this rod. Come on, bugger. All right, you're not coming out? Fine. But down inside here, there's a diaphragm assembly in here. That rod presses downward and causes fuel to shoot this way. So that would look like this. You apply throttle, the rod presses down and shoots fuel into the mouth of the carburetor. This is all controlled by vacuum. So the more you throttle, the more vacuum increases, the more fuel goes in. The more you can open this slide, the more fuel will be allowed to come in. Okay? So you have a main jet, and you have a pilot jet, and you have an accelerator. Then this, from my past video, anything inside the Venturi is fuel metering. Anything outside the Venturi is an air metering. My hands are getting old. Starting to cramp. So let's see what jetting is in there. And we'll make changes according to what he told me about his new cam. Honestly, I recommended the cam to him. Told him it's a good all-around cam and he won't be disappointed in it. What cam did I recommend? Andrews TW50. Comes on roughly at about 2,000 RPMs and falls off at roughly 5,000 RPMs. Oh, it's heck.